Hi Aquarius, Hi Aquarius, my sun sign brothers and sisters. Welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help us all on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So with that said, just a few things that I want to mention this week. For those of you that pledged as part of my Kickstarter, I hit the target and we've actually beat it. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for all of you who have been a part of it. If you still want to be a part of that and grab a goodie, you can do so on the link in the description box below. On the 10th of December, I will be a part of a talk with Achyuta Bhavadas on his channel, which I'm so excited about and actually really humbled because, as many of you know, I have banged on about him as an astrologer for the longest time. So that will be on his channel. It will be him, Kat, the creative introvert, and myself on the 10th of December at 6 p.m. UK time, but it will be 12 p.m. Eastern time. So very excited about that. Yeah, go hit, I'll put the link for his channel in the description box below. Be sure to hit the subscribe. And then finally, for those of you that remember last year, for those of you that were there, the winter solstice alignment activation session on the winter solstice of the 21st of December is going ahead this year again. It was really a great success last year, and it's going to be even more so this year because I have a guest who will be talking about things and insights and bits of information that you will not get anywhere else, I can assure you. And the whole thing will culminate with an FLP session. So that's, if you've ever wanted a full an FLP session with me, this is your time to get that. And a seat on that will cost you $33.33. I wanted it to be super affordable and super accessible for everyone. There will not be a replay and there will not be a recording. So with that said, if you want to get your seat, hit the link in the description box below and check it out. And remember, on the 21st, we've got that massive conjunction that's taking place as well. So you want to be there for this. All right. So for our key to the week, we have the Chariot card. This is going to be a fast, powerful, dynamic week for us. You might find as well, there might be a few moments this week where you kind of need to stand still and put your hands on your head to kind of stop your head from spinning. It looks like it's going to be a really busy week. I know for me personally, it's already one of those weeks. So we're kind of at it. We're kind of into it. And so what I will say to you with the Chariot card, remember, whatever you do has the potential to succeed, right? Whenever you see the Chariot card, the end is already assured. You just need to show up. So in some way, shape or form, whatever that means to you this week, show up for yourself, show up in the way that you know you should or the way that you need to, and you will be able to relatively sail through. For your actions and options this week, we have the Six of Cups. This is going to be a literal trip for some of you down memory lane. So this could see you taking a journey of some sort to a place that you grew up in, to maybe it could see you connecting with people that you went to school with, that you went to college with. For some of you, this is about you treading old ground. And the reason I say that, so you've got the Six of Cups, that's your past and nostalgic and happy memories, possibly memories of childhood or your younger years. And then you've got the Chariot card, which can also be travel, which tells me that this week, in some way, shape or form, you will be treading down memory lane. So very interesting and very exciting in a way. For our communications and conversations, we have the Ten of Wands. And this comes up with the Chariot card. Now, communication is also one of those things this week that could be very fast, very dynamic. One of the things that you want to be aware of here when it comes to communication, something that you say or something that you need to say this week may not be met with as much ease or welcoming as you had hoped. It might be that something that you say this week, maybe not by choice and maybe not by intent, but maybe something that you say this week either upsets the apple cart or offends somebody, or You know, and it's not going to be on purpose. It's just going to be about you having to really speak your truth. And I think because you're doing that, you will feel an amazing sense of relief, an amazing sense of kind of, oh, you know what, I can breathe now. It just might not be met with the energy that you had hoped for. So just be aware of that. And if something does kind of seem to be taken out of context or whatever, take your time to explain, but just remember how somebody receives something isn't on us. You know, we're only responsible for what we say. We can't be responsible for how other people feel about what we say. Unless, of course, you're being a dick, in which case, you know, don't. You know, common sense, right? For your money and materials, we have the King of Cups. So this could be a week. I'm going to say this straight up and outright. You guys know me by now. This could be a week where you could... impulsive or emotional spending. Yeah, this is something that you want to try to limit yourself with this week, because you could just be like, yeah, purchase, and then you look at the bank statement and you're like, oh crap. You know, got a little bit overboard this time. So you want to be really aware of that this week, because you're emotional, like, and this isn't whether you're feeling good, like, because you got that Six of Cups there, so you could be feeling really good and really great, and you could be like, oh yeah, you know, I want that, and oh, you know, I'm catching up with old friends, so, you know, I'll grab the tab, and then before you know it, it's like, ooh, okay. But on the other end of it as well, if, you know, you have this talk with somebody and it goes a bit south, you could find that you're, you know, maybe you're trying to compensate for how you feel with finance or with money. So it's just be aware this week that emotional or emotional or impulsive spending could come up. So for your home and environment, this is going to see you really starting to build up a fortress, whatever that means to you. So making it feel more secure, making it feel more comfortable, making it feel more more inviting, you know, for yourself and for any guests or or any social interactions that you have. And then for your physical health and vitality, this is especially with the come on brain, 10 of Wands in close proximity. This would be a week for you to really look after your lower back, especially, you know, and for, yeah, I think that's as much as I will say, because there is something else that I wanted to say about also, a water sign person, a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio, likely to be a Cancerian, but doesn't have to be, may feature for you in some regard. If you have a Scorpio person and you're having conversations with them, something might get a bit tense this week, so just something that you want to be aware of. And then for your love and relations, you have the Hierophant card. This could be, for those of you that are single, you could be connecting with somebody that lives at a distance. This might be somebody of a religious nature, maybe somebody that's a bit more traditional, maybe somebody that is a bit more, you know, serious and severe in their outlook. It could also it could also see you it could also see you connecting with somebody that you really feel like a potential commitment with. Remember, this card literally represents marriage, commitment, the status quo, or the traditional ways of binding yourself to somebody. But then look at this. You've got this with the 10 of Wands and the Chariot card. So there's going to be a lot to consider there. For those of you that are partnered or in relationships, I mean, this is nice. It just means in a lot of ways, I think you're going to be taking the relationship in a new direction, or making it more official. I think, you know, especially for those of you that are, you know, if you've been seeing each other for a long time, this could be an engagement. If you've been engaged for a long time, this could be the marriage. If you are if you're already married, maybe this is you starting a family. Do you know what? It's taking the relationship to that next level, or upgrading it in some way. With the 10 of Wands above and the communications, please double check all of your arrangements, whatever you've got with a partner. So if you've arranged to go away, if you've arranged to have people over, double check all of your stuff this week, because it looks like something may have been lost in communication or translation somewhere. So you just want to be aware of that. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Remember the winter solstice session on the 21st of December. It will be 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Canadian time. If you want to get your seat, $33.33, super affordable, and trust me, you do not want to miss this. All right, with that said, I wish you all the best. Take care, and I'll see you soon.